Good morning, YouTube, and welcome back to Fern Valley Farms YouTube channel. My name is Vince, and on this channel we are pure country. Okay, we're going to check on an experiment I did. Today is, I don't know, it's the first week of August. August 1st, I got this 2-deep hive going, which is really strong. I got Carniola in one hive. Right next door I got Buckfast. What I want to do, I'm experimenting. I want to see if this works. These guys are building and building. They're doing great. I want to go into winter with 2 strong deeps. But I'm also trying to draw out frames, and hey, if I can make some honey, why not? I pretty much gave up on the thought of honey this year, just because the season started out so slow, which you've heard me say a gazillion times in these videos. Crappy spring, rain, wet, it's just bad. So to me, the bees are like a month behind. This is like the beginning of August. It's almost like the beginning of July, as far as how these guys are doing. But they're growing good. My splits are starting to do okay. I'm curious, in this third box right here, what I've been doing is I've been feeding them 1-to-1, because you know when you give them 1-to-1, they'll draw a comb. So I filled this box with 10 frames of empty frames. There was a few frames that had some comb on them. I'm trying to make more frame. But then I'm thinking, well, I wouldn't mind having some honey. But what I'm going to do is, September 1st is coming off. And I'm going to pick through these boxes, and I'm going to put any frames of brood, larva, whatever in the bottom box. I'm going to just kind of shift things around a little bit. So I want to see if they're making honey. And my main concern is that they're drawing comb. I'm feeding them 1-to-1 at the beginning of August, see if they're drawing comb. If they're drawing comb, I'm excited. If I'm getting honey, I'm really excited. What I should have done is if there's 10 frames in here, I should have went with 9, because if they are storing honey, you're better off going 9 frames. You get fatter combs. You'll get fatter frames of honey with 9 instead of 10. My main concern was drawing frames. If I'm getting honey, woohoo, I'm excited. So we're going to find out. We're going to go in this hive. We're going to do this hive and do the other one. So this is an experiment. If this doesn't work, don't do it. I mean, and it depends on your climate too. I'm in northern Illinois, so it depends on where you live. If you're south, your season lasts longer than ours. Ours is shrinking. So if this works, great. Maybe somebody else could try it. If it doesn't work, don't try it. So we're going to see what this does. Let me grab my vest, or I got to put my coat on for this one. These guys are a little aggressive at times, which I don't care. You can be aggressive all you want. I know some people don't totally disagree on that, but hey, the strong will survive, right? Cold winters. But if they're making honey, the queen is laying like crazy, like this one is, I'm fine with it. Some days they're not as aggressive as others, but I am not lifting this inner cover without my veil on, because I got the smoker lit. I am not going in here without that veil on, because if not, I learned how to ask me how I know, right? So, okay, let me grab my jacket and my smoker, and we're going to pop this thing open. We're going to see what's going on. All right, we're going to pop this open. You know, one little trick I've been doing with my smoker, I get it lit. I got pine shavings. I got some old scrap pine from all the building I do. I've been picking some green weeds and throwing it in there because it will smoke. So I've been throwing, you can see the weeds kind of sticking out. I just kind of shoved some weeds in there too. And that just kind of, because it's green, it ain't going to light, it's going to smoke. All right, here we go. Let's see what we got going here. Pop the lid. And they're taking this syrup down too. They're drinking it. I'm coming in, girls. Don't attack me. I wouldn't dare do this. This hive, I got to smoke it. There's a lot of bees in here. And I forgot to take pollen patties out of my freezer. They've been down in the pollen patties too. I found too, if you pop your lids slowly, that doesn't make them come after you. Look at that, pollen patty gone. They're down in pollen patties like crazy. And they're bringing a lot of pollen in too. Well, I can see already what I'm looking for, I think. Give me my frame holder. If they are making honey, I'm going to pull a frame out actually. But let's see what they're doing with all this syrup, all this 1-to-1. Actually, it would help if I brought the camera over here so you guys could see this. And I can't see through my veil. Let me see here. I'm curious too if the queen has come up here laying also too. Another drawing comb. And I need my glasses. Like I said, this is day 8. Today is Sunday. I did a week ago yesterday, so my smoker. Oh, it's full of nectar. You can't really see it. It's heavy. Because what I'm going to do, like I said, I'm going to go through these frames at the end of the month, pull them, and I'm going to sort through. I'm going to sort through them. Look at that, all brand new comb. See that? That's a beautiful thing. And I number my comb, my frame. See, this is 19, so I know what year is what. So this is a brand new one. There's an old one in here. The next one I'm about to pull is last year's. So this might have been, this is drawn out. Well, I don't remember how drawn out it was. It wasn't drawn out that much because look at all that new comb on there. They're storing some pollen in here. A lot of new comb. It is hot. I really wish I didn't have to wear this veil. I hate seeing through this screen. Look out, girls. I don't like squishing anybody. Now they're working the frames. There's some drawn comb on here. And then nothing. Nothing. What's going on out here? Okay, this is last year's frame. You can see the honey on it from last year. So what I'm going to do, since they are drawing, I am going to slide these all over. Like I said, I'm giving it to the end of the month. Whatever happens, happens. I'll leave that one there. I'm going to put this right here. Maybe they'll put some honey in it. All right, don't try and sting me now. Oh, watch out, girls. It's like they just get right in the way, you know? Okay, so this frame. So I am going to put this one back in. Let me check this frame. Oh, this one was nothing. Actually, I forgot to really look at this frame here. So what they're doing is they are drawing comb. This one's really heavy. I wanted to recheck this one. My queen is marked. I don't see her up here. I don't see any eggs up here. I don't have a queen excluder on. This is a total experiment. I want to see what these girls are going to do. And they're drawing frames, so that's great. I mean, yeah, some honey would be nice, but you know, now I'm not bothering you. You don't have to sting me. Should I go with 9 frames or 10? You know, they're not doing nothing to the outside. We're going to go with 9. We're going to, here again, we're experimenting. We're going to see what happens. If I can get some honey out of this, great. Let me pull this frame out. They're not doing nothing way out here. I don't think. Well, I got some wet. You know what? I'm leaving it. Like I said, this is more... I'm going to space these just a little bit. You could actually use a frame spacer, which I have. I should do a video on that. Sometimes these videos come to me. I'm spacing these frames out. Just you can see it. I'm spacing these out. Normally you want them really tight. Where's my, I don't know where it's at. And they totally down the whole pollen patty, which means I have to go get another one. If they're eating the pollen patties, feed them. Okay, I've got these spaced out a little bit. And I should have brought it with me and I didn't, which means I got to open this thing up again. They don't like it when I do that. Put the lid back on. Put the feeder back on. I like to put, like when I put something on, I like to put it on like kind of sideways and then slide it. You have less chance of squishing bees. All right, we're going to go with number 2 here. Let me pop the lid. I should put the veil on. These guys aren't as aggressive, but let's put it on just in case. I like the hat better. I have a hat veil, which I like better. It's not as hot as this is, obviously. All right, this one, there's still some pollen patty left. When you take your lid off, take it off really quick. Don't snap it. Just take it off nice and quiet. And generally they're okay with that. Sorry girls, I'm going to move you guys over here. Don't get mad at me. All right, experiment hive number 2. I can look down in here and not see a whole lot going on. What I want to see is that comb being drawn. That's what I want to see. That's pretty much the whole point of this. And if I get some frames of brood up here, there's my queen right there. She's on top. I don't know if you can see her. See the red dot? She's up here walking around. So I'm going to get her right back in here. I want to take a chance of her falling out. There's some nectar in here. So we might get some, let me scrape some of this off. So there's drawing out these frames. They're not drawing them out as much as the carniolas are, but I don't care. I'm okay with that. Like I said, this was an experiment to see what's going to happen. I got one frame that's pretty heavy. There's some nectar in it. But they're working this pollen patties pretty good, so. All right, well, I don't really need to go any farther. Put the frames back in. One, two, three, four, five, 6. All right, here again, I'm going to space these just a little bit. I don't have my spacer. All right, so back to this. I can't decide. They're drawing frame. They're not drawing as many. They're drawing comb, but not as much on that frame. Like I got bees all over this frame with pollen on it. They don't know what to do. I took their frames apart. I'm just going to put them back. I'm going to just slide these back. Out of the way. I'm just going to slide this right back inside there. Take your hive tool. Pop your frames together. And I'm not even going to mess with this now until the end of the month. Like I said, I'm going to come back the end of the month here. Beginning of September, we're going to pop this. Any frames that might have some brood or larvae, I'm going to lower them to the bottom. If they got honey on them, beautiful. I'm going to take them in and harvest them. I can't decide what I should do here. They're not drawing anything on the outside. You know what? I am. I'm going to pull one frame. They're not doing nothing way out here. I'm going to pull one frame. I'm going to space this frame. I'm going to space. Let me go grab my frame spacer, which just happens to be sitting right here. I'm going to make this a 9-frame box. Here we go. So we're going to pretend like this is a super. Okay, get these apart a little bit. I'm not sure where the queen is. She's in there somewhere. I'm not going to go looking for her. Oh, come on. You got to fight me now? There. We're going to treat this like a super. I really doubt they're going to draw all 10 frames out here. So there. We're gonna pretend like that's a super. And I am going to have to bring another pollen patty out because they're pretty much all over this patty. There you go, girls. You got it back. I have to get another one and put it on here. Now let me cover this up. Put your cover back on carefully. Not to squish anybody. Like I said, I'm going to get some more pollen patties and get them out here. All right. Now that I've angered a bunch of bees. Okay, so my experiment is kind of working. And this hive, I seen the queen, she's up top. My main objective is to draw comb, and it's working. They are drawing comb, and they are filling a little bit of honey. So if I get a frame or two of honey, that's great. My main objective is to draw comb to see what they do. This is just an experiment. Like I said, the beginning of September, this is coming off. Everything goes back to a 2 deep. I'm going to goldenrod will be starting in September probably, end of the month here. I'm going to let them just go to town on the goldenrod. I am going to feed them 2 to 1. So this hive, my carneolans actually had more comb drawn than my buckfast. My buckfast had some comb drawn. But they're down in the syrup. I mean, I gave them a half a gallon yesterday, and probably by tomorrow I'm going to have to give them another half a gallon. So the 1-to-1, like I said, helps them draw comb. So that's my point. That's my story. This hive had just a little bit more honey than the other one did, that they're storing more nectar, I should say, than they're storing than the other one did. But here again, if I get honey, great. I just want to see what they do. That's the whole point of this whole thing, is to see what they do. Feeding them 1-to-1 in August because they had such a late start. So they're taking these, this hive is taking pollen patties down like that. I mean, gone. I have to go in the house and get another one. I forgot to pull them out of the freezer. So pollen right and left. But the pollen patties are good because I use the Bee Pro. I like the Bee Pro. pollen patties. They got, I think it's a 16 or 18% protein. It's got essential oils. It's got brood builder. It's got everything in it. And my bees seem to really like it. Ultra Bee works really well. I've got Ultra Bee in my outside feeders, which I'll do another video on that. I did one back in the spring and they were all over that. But I'll do a video on that when I go to put some more in there. There actually is some in there, but they're not. You can see it right here. See it right there, the two of them? There's actually is Bee Pro or Ultra Bee in there, the one that the hat is hanging on. But they're not really touching it. In the spring, they were all over it. So, but I'm going to fill that back up. I'm actually going to put 2 more of those feeders on facing the other direction. So I got bees from different directions going at it. But anyways, I'm going to get another pollen patty, put it on this one, and I'm going to put another one on the other hive too. Since if they want it, I'm going to feed it to them. I really want to go in the winter with 2 strong two strong deeps, both of these hives. My splits, I just requeened. I did a video on that. They're starting to come around a little bit. So anyways, I'll do an update video on this. Carniolan drawing more than the Buckfast, but the Buckfast is drawing. Whatever I get, I get. It's a positive. It's a plus because then next spring I got more drawn comb, and you make splits. Drawn comb is so valuable. Because when you make splits and you got your drawn comb, the bees have to work less. They don't got to spend all that time drawing comb. You've already got drawn comb. The queen can start laying right away. It works out great. So the more drawn comb you have, the better. So anyways, I see no signs of wax moths in there, which is good. I really don't have hive beetles, knock on wood. So anyways, that's it. Experiment's working. So give it a try. See what you think. It might be too late by the time you see this video, but for next year, keep it in mind. Try it. It ain't hurting nothing. Like I said, I'm going to take these off the beginning of September. Whatever's in here, if there's nothing in there, it just comes off. I'll have drawn comb. If there is some larva or nectar, it's all going to go down to the bottom. I'll take an empty frame. I'll put that one in there so the queen can keep going. Goldenrod will start. All that nectar flow is going to come in. It's great. It's a beautiful thing. Love seeing a nice, white, brand new comb. So hopefully you like these videos. If you do, consider subscribing to the channel. Click that little button right there, subscribe. If you do subscribe, there's a little bell next to that subscribe button. Click that bell. You'll get notified every time one of these videos comes out. There's plenty more to come. So like I said, I appreciate you watching the videos. Support the channel. That's great. And I will talk to you guys next time. All right. We'll see you. Bye.